WorryWart here. Why worry? I'll do it for you. Dying Light 2 gameplay presentation looked incredible to me. I broke it down here into the 3 separate parts, cut out a lot of the story, but essentially when they showed it, they presented it in a way that highlighted the story, the gameplay, and then a combination of both in the parkour and movement and things like that. I want to talk about each here, but the story is essentially there are 3 factions fighting for whatever resources are left in the world after the apocalypse. And essentially, you can either become part of the faction or fight against the faction, and you have a choice between each one. There's story around each one. And the first thing that I noticed was that each character looks really good. The animation, the facial animations, things like that. It really looks like a next generation presentation. But the gameplay between the light and the dark, and I don't mean the way that you present yourself in the world, just daytime versus nighttime. There seems to be such a switch here with this game, like there was in the previous game, but it really stood out to me as the daytime, you're sort of gung-ho, going at your enemies, fighting, using a bunch of different moves, and then at nighttime it becomes this almost survival horror-esque game, and you really have to pay attention to every move at night. Like right here where you're running frantically from these enemies chasing you, you're using the UV light to blind them, to give yourself time. It's constant, it's frenetic, and it looks incredibly good on these next generation consoles. When they get into the parkour and the movement that you're able to do, you get a real sense of just how wide open this world is, how much exploration there's going to be in this game, and how you're going to have to really learn these moves to get to all of these places that you can explore. There's an extreme amount of verticality in this world. There's so much to explore. And the way that you do these moves, these wall runs and these shimmies and these jumps, it looks like they took the last game and really refined the movement system to make it feel just that much better. And again, the difference between the gameplay during the day in this world and at night is so extreme. I mean, you're not going to be moving like this at night because you're going to attract all of the zombies towards you. But during the daytime, you can pull off all of these really cool moves when you're fighting against these 3 factions, whichever one you choose to fight against. Something else that they mentioned that they wanted to refine from the last game was the weight and the feel of the weapons when you're swinging them. They talk about the satisfaction of feeling that impact, and it looks like there's a bevy of combinations you can use and a lot of crafting to make weapons. You can chop off the zombies' heads, the arms, the legs. They'll crawl at you. There's so much more that they talk about here in terms of weapon and weapon crafting. What did you think about the gameplay demo for Dying Light 2? I thought it looked absolutely incredible. Let me know in the comments section below. Think about liking and subscribing and sharing this out on your favorite social media platform of choice. Dying Light 2 looks amazing to me, and I'll see you in the next video.